With rising energy prices fueled by geopolitical factors and disruptions in the supply chain, the UK is struggling. In the last few years, prices have skyrocketed thanks to Brexit, the war in Ukraine, the COVID-19 pandemic, and global inflation. While sustainability and clean energy sources had previously been a massive focus for UK industry, this rings true now more than ever. Renewable energy sources help cut costs while simultaneously benefiting the environment. In today's programme, Executive TV will dive deep into this important transition, the challenges along the way, and what the future looks like. Ortus Energy specialises in distributed energy projects, helping create energy resilience and saving money for clients.
Ortus Energy is a solar business, UK based, and was set up in 2020 to become a platform offering zero capex solar solutions to businesses across the UK. We offer businesses the opportunity to buy cheap, clean power at zero upfront capex to them, and we fully maintain the systems for 25 years. We do this using a mechanism called a solar power purchase agreement, where we install solar on the roof and the customer, the businesses, buy the power from us at a reduced rate. Therefore, they're buying clean electricity at a reduced rate, and they're also helping the environment by buying cheap, clean power.
We can work with all industries in the UK. It doesn't matter if you're a place of education, a place of worship, commercial, industrial. We can help everyone with their solar needs. A lot of clients of ours don't have the funding to be able to put solutions in place themselves. So our funding solutions can step up and make sure that everyone can enjoy solar energy.
The Ortus PPA is an excellent choice for our clients. It enables them to have solar where previously they may have thought that was not possible because it's fully funded, so there's no capex outlay there. And before we go ahead and take out the PPA agreement, we show them a full detailed model of their savings, their carbon footprint reduction, and a full energy analysis. So it's a really good way of seeing how they can best use the solar and utilise that to their advantage.
So Altana Social Impact Partnership is a ground-up impact investor. We underwrite to a social return as well as a traditional financial return. So we focus on two key themes, which is inclusivity and decarbonization. Within the decarbonization theme, we look for energy generation and energy efficiency. What's great about Ortus is they help corporates reduce their carbon footprint by providing rooftop solar. Ortus Energy have a great pipeline with blue chip businesses in the UK with a committed capital facility from a large infrastructure investor. We invested in the corporate side of Ortus because we see great value in the pipeline and profitability in the way that Ortus is operated.
We have to work with government and we have to work with local authorities in order to achieve these carbon reduction targets. The local authorities have been very helpful because the first interface that we have with them really is around planning, and many of the local authority officers understand what we're doing and give us very quick, very helpful responses to any applications we make. That's not just around planning, that's around other issues that might come up, such as access for construction, blocking roads, anything that we might want to do that could disturb the local arrangements, the local sort of public. They will help us with that, is what we found. In terms of central government, there was a time when central government effectively provided subsidies to these kind of plants. We know that that's not available now, but what they have done, which is extremely helpful, is that they've secured for us the right to a fixed income, effectively, from any power that is not used within the building. And that is a regulation that was put in 5 or 6 years ago. It's called the Smart Export Guarantee. And what that means is when we look at a project and we look at the whole economics of this in terms of what power will be used and what power might be spilled onto the grid, we have a very good sense of what the income will be. So that's an example of a very helpful central government initiative that, working with the local authority support that we get, means we can proceed with our business with good understanding of what the economics will be.
Ortus is unique in the fact that we are fully vertically integrated. We do everything in-house, whether that be the initial analysis of data from customers, to doing the surveys, to producing the technical reports, to actually going and building it. The other thing that makes us unique as well is we've got direct access to finance, which means that we can come up with very innovative financial structuring instruments to best suit the needs of our customers. And that puts us kind of, I would say, best in class in terms of being able to get the best solutions to fit our customers.
My view on the long term and where the government can make the plans is that government will always have very, very big picture targets and ideas as to where we're going to go. But the reality is that things happen on the ground, generally between private developers and contractors such as ourselves, and building owners or communities that we work with. That's where the volume is achieved. It's always very good to have signals and a permissive sense from the government that they're on our side. But the reality is that the things that happen between people such as us, the building owners we deal with, the communities within which we work. We just simply want to have their blessing, not their intervention in our projects.
The great thing about the renewable industry at the moment is we are just at the start. There is so much exciting stuff to come around the corner. There's so many technologies that are being researched at the moment, that are being rolled out at the moment. Huge things for the UK in particular will be battery storage, other kinds of energy storage. How can we really leverage our solar and wind resources to make sure that we have that energy available at any time of the day? It is a fantastic industry to be in at the moment. I'm very excited about what the future holds, and I can't wait to see what comes around in the next couple of decades.
The way that we see Ortus Energy evolving in the coming years is as follows. We have our core business model, which is really about development and finance of projects. We know that we really need to deepen our proposition, and we've already started doing that. And there are two initiatives that we have underway. One of them is to develop our own contracting division so that where it makes sense, we actually are directly responsible for all aspects of the contract. That's particularly important where you have very complex contracts where you want to retain control. The other thing that we're looking at doing now in some detail is what we call asset management. It's a long way of describing actually monitoring and improving and optimizing the plant once we've installed it. And we have a team of experienced engineers here who already have in place the software and the other disciplines that are necessary so that we can launch that particular initiative in the coming months. Beyond that, what we really want to do with Ortus is ensure that everyone in the market knows who we are, and therefore we are in conversations with corporate partners, business partners, funders, and they're coming to us just in the same way that we go out to them in order to secure the kind of growth that we want to achieve and that we think is good for all involved.
From the use of solar power to energy produced through anaerobic digestion, clean energy is clearly playing a large role in the UK's energy sector. Positive changes are on the horizon, and with the necessary steps taken, the UK is on track to reach its sustainability goals.